Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to have a look at one of the most important grammar lessons for second year bac students. Are you ready? Let's get started. Here you can see a picture of a young lady, of a girl. This girl is called Sarah. So Sarah said, I feel tired today. I feel tired today. So who said that? Of course, it's Sarah who said that. It's not me. So we would take what Sarah said and put that between quotes. And that means that I feel tired today is not my speech. It's Sarah's speech. So Sarah said. Now I would take what Sarah said and I would say it to someone else or to you. So I would say, Sarah said that she felt tired that day. Sarah said that she felt tired that day. What is the difference between these two sentences? What do we call the first one? What do we call the second one? The first one is called direct speech. Direct speech. And the second is called reported speech. Reported speech. So the first one, direct speech. Why is it direct? Because we did not change anything of what Sarah said. We took the exact same words that she said and we just put that between quotes and it's direct speech. But for the second one, it's reported. I took what Sarah said and I reported that to you or to someone else. So it became, Sarah said that she felt tired that day. Here you can simply notice that we have changed some particular things, moving from direct to reported speech. So what did we change? The first thing we changed, we removed the quotes. Because it's not direct speech anymore. Second, we changed the subject. Okay, the subject pronoun. So I became she. And then we added that. And then we changed the verb form. So feel became felt. Feel, felt. And then today became that day. So here we can, just to put it in a nutshell, to move from direct to reported speech, we have to make some changes. So the question here, what do we change if we would like to move from direct to reported speech? Okay, so this is our lesson today. Our main lesson today is how to make reported speech or how to make direct speech reported. So the first thing we are going to have a look at is the tenses that we change. So here we have to focus on two main things that we changed in order to move from direct to reported. So the first one is the tenses and the second one are the words and the expressions. So let's have a look first at the tenses we have to change. So we have direct speech and reported speech. The tenses we have in direct and the tenses we have in reported speech. Present simple. Here I divided the chart into two parts. The first one it's for present with the 4 forms, and the second the past with its 4 forms as well. Present simple, present continuous, present perfect simple, present perfect continuous. So the present simple becomes past simple, present continuous, past continuous, present perfect simple, past perfect simple, and present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous. It's very simple, and you can notice that we change the present into past, keeping the same form, which means if it's simple, we will keep it simple. So the present simple can never, be present continuous or past continuous. So present simple, present continuous, past continuous, and so on. We only change the present into past, keeping the same form. Now the second part of the chart. Past simple becomes past perfect simple. Past continuous, past perfect continuous. So here, what do we add? We just add the perfect. Past perfect simple stays the same. Past perfect simple, no change. Past perfect continuous, no change. So the easiest way to remember the changes that occur, concerning tenses more particularly when dealing with reported speech. So easy to remember and easy to memorize. The first part, present, becomes past, whatever the form is. Second, the past simple, past continuous, we add the perfect to both of them. And past perfect simple, past perfect continuous, we keep them as they are. We make no changes. The following. Now the words and the expressions we change, and we have to change. So let's begin with the pronouns. I becomes he or she. My, his, her. His or her. Me, him or her. Mine, his or hers. You, if it's a subject, used in the sentence as a subject, so it becomes I. For example, you are a good student. You are a good student. The teacher told me. The teacher told me that I. So here, the use of you, it's a subject in the sentence. So it's going to be like I in reported speech. This is if it's singular. If it's plural, it becomes we. Okay. You as an object. For example, I miss you. I miss you. My sister told me. My sister told me that she missed me. If it's singular, if it's plural, it's us. Your, my, yours, mine, we, they, our, their, us, them, ours, theirs, this, that, these, those, here, there, now, then, soon, later. We move on. Today, that day. Tonight, that night. Yesterday, the previous day. Last week, the previous week. Last month, the previous month, etc. For yesterday and last week, we can also use another expression. So yesterday, we can also say the day before. Last week, the week before, etc. Ago, before. For example, 2 days ago, 2 days before. 3 months ago, 3 months before. Tomorrow, the following day, or the day after. Next week, the following week. Next month, the following month, etc. Will, would, can, could, shall, should, may, might, have to, and must, both of them, they become had to. Is going to, was going to, are going to, were going to. Okay, now let's practice this and let's see how we can use these tenses as well as these words and expressions when making the reported speech form. And here we are going to divide our lesson into 3 main parts. The first one, it's statements. Second, it's commands. And the third one, questions. Let's begin with statements. Okay, so statements, the first one. I have an exam today, Maria said. I have an exam today, Maria said. Maria said that she had an exam that day. Maria said that, so we add that to show that I have an exam today is a statement. Maria said that she, so I, she. Have, present simple, had, past simple. Today, that day. Maria said that she had an exam that day. Second, I want to stay in this hotel. My brother told me. I want to stay in this hotel. My brother told me. My brother told me that he wanted to stay in that hotel. So here again we add that. I, he, I'm talking about my brother. Want, present simple, wanted, past simple. Stay, the same form because it's infinitive here in both sentences. In this hotel, in that hotel. Number 3. Many students performed well in the exam yesterday, the teacher said. The teacher said that many students had performed well in the exam the previous day. The teacher said that many students, same subject here, performed, past simple, had performed, past perfect simple. In the exam yesterday, in the exam the previous day. The following. I have never eaten sushi, he said. I have never eaten sushi, he said. He said that he had never eaten sushi. Have eaten, present perfect simple. Had eaten, past perfect simple. 5. I can't help you now because I'm doing my homework. My sister told me. My sister said, or my sister told me, that she couldn't help me then. She, can't, couldn't. Help, the same because it's infinitive, preceded by a modal. You, me. You here is an object, so me. Now, then. I'm doing my homework. She, she. I'm doing, was doing. Present continuous, past continuous. My homework, her homework. 6. I have been living in Oxford for 10 years. I had been living in Oxford for 10 years, he said. He said that he had been living in Oxford for 10 years. Here, what tense do we have here? Had been living. It's the past perfect simple. And we said the past perfect simple, we keep it the same for the reported speech. We make no change. So we only change the pronoun and other expressions if necessary. He said that he had been living in Oxford for 10 years. We kept the same tense because it's the past perfect continuous. 7. We will build a new hospital soon, they said. We will build a new hospital soon, they said. They said that they would build a new hospital later. They said, they. Will, would. Build, it's the same because it's infinitive. A new hospital soon, a new hospital later. 8. Citizenship includes rights and duties, my father says. Citizenship includes rights and duties, my father says. My father says that citizenship includes rights and duties. Wait a minute. Some students here may be wondering and they may ask, why didn't we change the verb? So why didn't the verb includes the present simple? Why didn't we say, my father says that citizenship included rights and duties? Well, it's very simple. Take a look here at the verb says. So here, this verb that we use by the end, so it's called the reporting verb, says. And here we have tells. Look at the tense of the verb here. It's the present simple, says, tells, present simple. But look at the previous ones. Said, told. Said, told are reporting verbs. And here we have them in the past simple. So, whenever we have the reporting verbs in the past simple, we have to change the tense of the verbs, moving from direct to reported. But in case we have the reporting verbs in the present simple, so here in this case, we will not change the tense of the verb. It will be kept the same. So here, my father says that citizenship includes rights and duties, the same form, present simple, present simple. Why? Because the reporting verb is in the present simple as well. Following, Moroccan people are hospitable and generous. Susan often tells me that Moroccan people are hospitable and generous. Same story. Are, present simple, no change because we have the reporting verb here in the present. Okay, we move on. The second part now of our lesson is commands. So how should we deal with commands in the reported speech? So here again, I divided the examples into two sections just to make it like easier and more understandable. First one, get out of here. The boss ordered Maria. Get out of here. So the boss ordered Maria to get out of there. So here it's not the boss ordered Maria that. No, it's to get out of there. And we kept the verb in the infinitive form here because we have to, and here because it's not past or. Second, be helpful and nice to people. Be helpful and nice to people. My mother told me. My mother told me to be helpful and nice to people. Again, be to be, get to get, infinitive form. Keep your classroom clean, the teacher told us. Keep your classroom clean. The teacher told us to keep our classroom clean. Here, just let's suppose here instead of us we have me, the teacher told me. So here we say, the teacher told me to keep my classroom clean. Okay, so here remember to and the verb after the infinitive form. Now let's have a look at the second section of this, set of examples. Don't tell my secret to anybody. My friend Selma asked me. Don't tell my secret to anybody. So here we don't have tell, we have don't tell, so it's negative. The previous ones we have get, be, keep. There is no negation here. The second part, don't tell, don't leave, don't judge. So you can notice here that these three examples are negative. So don't tell my secret to anybody. My friend Selma asked me not to tell her secret to anybody. It's not my friend Selma asked me don't to or to don't tell. No. It's my friend Selma asked me not to tell. Again, verb infinitive form. Please don't leave us alone. The kids begged their mother. The kids begged their mother not to leave them alone. Us, them, not to, verb in the infinitive form. Well, some students may ask, and why didn't we include the word please? So we didn't write please here because we replaced the word please by begged, the verb. The kids begged their mother, and when you beg someone you say please. So the kids begged their mother not to leave them alone. Last one, don't judge others without prior knowledge. My father asked me. Don't judge others without prior knowledge. My father asked me. My father asked me not to judge others without prior knowledge. Same thing, not to and verb in the infinitive form. The following part and the last one, questions. So questions here we have two types of questions, yes no questions and WH questions. Yes no questions are those that we can answer by saying yes or no, like do you speak English? Yes I do. Do you play soccer? No I don't. Do you like action movies? Yes I do. Are you Moroccan? Yes I am, etc. So these questions, the answer is either yes or no. That's why we call them yes no questions. And WH questions, we call them because to make those questions we use WH words like what, why, where, which, who, how, whose, when, etc. Okay, do you understand? He asks me. Do you understand? He asks me. He asks me if I understood. Take a look now. Statements, we add that. Commands, we add to. And if it's negative, not to. Now, yes no questions, we have if. So we say he asks me if I understood. Now take a look. We have do you understand? It's a question. The main verb here is understand. Do, just auxiliary because it's in interrogative form. Okay, which means once we start making the reported speech, so it's not question anymore. We remove the quotes, we remove the question mark, and we remove the inversion as well. And if there is any auxiliary used only for interrogative form, we should remove it once we write the reported speech form. So he asks me if I, so you becomes I. Understand, understood. So do you understand? Here the verb is in the present form, the present simple. So present simple becomes past simple. There is no auxiliary here in the reported speech because this one is used only in the interrogative form, and this one it's not interrogative anymore. Number 2, Can you do me a favor? Can you do me a favor? She asked me. She asked me if I. So again, can you? We have modal and then pronoun, subject. Here we remove the inversion, which means we start with the subject and then the modal. We change it, of course. Can you do me a favor? She asked me if I could do her a favor. And here, by the way, we have another possible answer. We can also say, because when we say can you, we refer also to requests. So we can say here, also, she asked me to do her a favor. So both answers are correct. 3. Will you participate in the campaign next week? She wanted to know. She wanted to know if I, again, so you subject, we start with subject, and then the modal, and then we carry on. So she wanted to know if I would participate in the campaign the following week, next week, the following week. Last one. Did you attend the party last night? They asked my sister. Did you attend? Did attend. So the main verb is attend. This one is just an auxiliary, but the auxiliary tells us what tense is here. So did you attend? It's the past simple. Yes, and the past simple becomes past perfect simple. They asked my sister. Take a look here. They did not ask me. They asked my sister. So they asked my sister if she had attended the party the previous night. If this was actually said to me, and here we would say they asked me if I had attended the party the previous night, but it was not said to me, it was said to my sister. So they asked my sister if she had, again, the subject first and then the verb did attend, the past simple, we remove did because it's just an auxiliary for the interrogative form. The past simple becomes past perfect simple. So if she had attended the party the previous night. Now the last part, WH questions. First one, what time is it? My friends want to know. What time is it? It's WH question. It starts with a WH word. What? My friends wanted to know what time it was. So here we don't use if, but we keep the WH word as it is. If we have what, we put what. If we have why, where, when, etc. My friends wanted to know what time it was. Is it? So verb and then pronoun, subject. Here, pronoun, the subject, then the verb, which means we remove the inversion. And of course, we change the tense of the verb. Is present simple becomes was past simple. Why are you laughing? My father asked me. Why are you laughing? My father asked me why I was laughing. Same. Why? Are you laughing? Inversion here. So we start with the subject first. I. And then verb to be, past. And then laughing. So are you laughing? Are laughing. It's the present continuous. Becomes past continuous. Was laughing. Last one. Where did you meet your husband? They asked her. Where did you meet your husband? They asked her. They asked her where she had met her husband. Again, did meet. It's the verb. Where in the past simple form. So here the past simple becomes past perfect simple, had met. And we got rid of did again because it's interrogative form here, and did is just an auxiliary. They asked her where she had met her husband. Well, this is it for reported speech. Now we move to the following part. So what's next? Practice. Okay, so the best way to master the use of a reported speech and practice the use of it is to do enough exercises and practice all the things we have just worked on. And as the saying goes, practice makes perfect. Best of luck.